Hi guys, this is Leo again. Here we are, we're at part 2 of this butt joint. Let me make sure the camera's facing the right way here. Yep, we got it. All right, so on the first video, I showed you the first part where I laid quite a bit of mud on here and I left my lap marks. Now look at this today, okay? We don't have a ton of rock on the center of that because I filled this side and I filled this side a lot. Now this one here is where the ceiling takes a big bow up. I mean, I can put my knife over here. I've got hollow spots along here. But again, what we're trying to do is actually make this conform with the ceiling. So it follows that kind of bow and follows the ceiling, because if you paint this, if you have a giant flat spot right here, and that side of the ceiling's got the roll in it, and this side of the ceiling's got the roll in it, it's gonna look like crap. It's gonna look funny, because especially in the middle of this is right in the middle of a pretty good sized ceiling. It's the length of the little house I'm doing here. But anyway, this is the second part of this. I'm just gonna put a skim coat on it, and I'll show you how to do it again. I'm gonna lay the mud just like I did before. I'm gonna go a little bit wider this time, just a little bit outside that line. Now the flats are damp because I already boxed the house. Took me about an hour this morning. There's probably 100 sheets in here. So this one we're going a full 3 wide, and I might leave a little bit more over on this side, just a little bit. So I'm gonna go one more pass on this side right here. Not quite out as far as I did before. And then I'll cut my edge. I'll cut my other edge. Always with the center of my knife. It doesn't leave a big edge for sanding. And you see how the knife is cutting in. If you zoom in right here on this video, you can see how the knife is cutting right down both sides. Now, there's that tape I had on the last video. It's light, it's a little light. So you're gonna have to be light when you're sanding there. When I sand, I go through and sand everything with the machine. Then I come back with my sanding sponge and light, and I'll light everything down. Now, when I'm done with that, I'll come back and touch anything up. So if I do go through this with my sanding machine, I'll just give it one more tight coat right there, and that'll be it for this butt joint. I mean, this is a deep one. This is something a lot of people would have a hard time with. Now, you see I wiped it a few times, it's pretty wide, but I'm gonna come over here. Let's take a look at it and see what you guys think. So when we're looking at it, I'll put it up here. You can see, you can't see the center of that butt joint at all. It's perfectly, I mean, flat or really uniform with the ceiling. I don't think it's completely flat. I'll check it when it's dry, but sometimes these things will need 3 coats, but I really lay it on that first coat on part 1 of the video that I showed you earlier. And this was just finalizing up part 2. And hopefully you guys learned something from this to make your butt joints flat, because I see a lot of them that are absolutely terrible. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and thanks for following and subscribing, and I hope to see more of you along the way. Thank you.